Hello everyone, my name is Omar Mitawa. This is my engineering project presentation. It's about cancer prediction using data mining, supervised by Professor Jawad Rashid. In this presentation, I will be talking about introduction, testing and level of testing, overview of data flow diagram, overview of technologies used, advantages and disadvantages, web application, and a conclusion. Introduction. Purpose. A major challenge facing healthcare organizations, hospital, medical care centers, is provision of quality service at affordable cost. Quality service implies diagnosing patients correctly and administering treatment that are effective. Poor clinical decision can lead to disastrous consequences, which are therefore unacceptable. Decision trees and neural networks use classification algorithm, while regression, association rules, and clustering use prediction algorithm. Scope. Naive Bayes or Bayes rule is based for many machine learning and data mining methods. The rule algorithm is used to create models with predictive capabilities. It provides new ways of exploring and understanding data. It learns from the evidence by calculating the correlation between the target and other independent variables. Testing. In order to ensure success, project testing is important because it's so large. A successful project is one in which all components work properly in all respects and give the desired output for all types of inputs. Level of testing. We have the concept of the steps taken to uncover errors present in different phases of a project as shown in the figure. Before a system is ready to user acceptance testing, it must undergo a series of tests. The steps involved in testing are unit testing. Verification efforts are focused on the module, the smallest unit of the software design. The testing process was carried out during the programming phase. All modules performed satisfactorily in terms of expected result during the testing. Integration testing. Each module performed satisfactorily in the terms of expected output during this testing. A systemic integration system test is a test that conducts to the build program structure as well to uncover errors associated with the interface. As a result, all errors has been found in the test in text testing steps are corrected in the integration test stop. System testing. As part of implementation process, system testing undertake to ensure that the system functions correctly and efficient while it goes live. A system successful depends on testing. If all the components of the system functions correctly, then goal will be met. This is the logical assumption made by system testing. Validation testing. A series of software tests begun after the software package has been assembled. Before a series of validation tests can be conducted, interface errors have been identified and corrected. There are two ways of confirming. Complaints with specifications. First one is to confirm the specifications are met, and the other is uncover deviation from specification that led to a deficiency list. The second one is validation testing has been conducted on the proposed system under consideration and found to be satisfactory. Output testing. Validation test has been conducted. Output of the proposed system have been the desired output in the specified format is the next step, since no system is useful if it does not produce the desired result. User acceptance testing. Any system must be accepted by users before it be successful. Efforts are made to keep up with prospective system user informed during the development phase and making necessary change. to the system necessary to ensure user acceptance. Data flow diagram. A data flow diagram is a graphical tool used to describe and analyze movement of data through a system. A DFD consists of a series of bubbles joined by data flow in the system. Constructing a DFD. Several rules of thumb are used in drawing DFDs. Process should be named and numbered for easy reference. Each name should be representative of the process. The direction of flow is formed top to bottom and left to right. When a process is expected into lower level details, they are numbered. The names of data stored and destination are written in capital letters. Process and data flow names have the first letter of each word capitalized. Silent feature of DFDs. The DFD shown on the DFD shows flow of data. Not of control loops and decision are controlled. Constructions do not appear on a DFD. The DFD does not indicate the time factor involved in any process, whether the data flow take place daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. The sequence of events is not brought out on the DFD. Types of data flow diagram. There are 4 types of data flow diagram. Current physical, current logical, new logical, and new physical. Current physical. In current physical, DFD process label include the name of people or their position or names of computer system that might provide some of the overall system processing. Label include an identification of the technology used to process the data. Current logical. The physical aspects at the system are removed as much as possible so that the current system is reduced to its essence, to the data, and process that in transformation them regardless of actual physical form. New logical. This is exactly like a current logical model if the user were completely happy with the functionality of the current system but had problems with how it was implemented. Typically, through the new logical models will differ from current logical models while having additional function, absolute function removal, and infections flows recognized. New physical. The new physical represents only the physical implementation of the new system. Overview of technologies used. Front-end technology. Microsoft.NET Framework. The .NET Framework is a new computing platform that simplifies application development in the highly distributed environment of the internet. The .NET Framework designed to fulfill the following object: to provide a consistent object-oriented programming environment where the object code is stored and executed locally. Executed locally, but internet distributed or executed remotely. Backend technology. About Microsoft SQL Server. Microsoft SQL Server is a structured query language based client-server relation database. Each of these terms describe a fundamental part of the architecture of SQL Server. Database. A database is similar to a data file in that it is a storage place for data, like a data file. A database does not present information directly to user. The user runs an application that accesses the data from the database and presents it to the user as understandable format. A database typically has 2 components: the file holding the physical database and the database management system software that application used to access. Advantages. Whenever a user needs help, the doctor can be contacted. Cancer disease can be discussed and quick diagnosis can be provided. The number of clients doctors get online increases. excellent for emergency situations. Disadvantages. Data from the user is required for full diagnosis as the system is not fully automated. Web applications. Any patient or family member who needs help in an emergency can use this app. Loading balance. Due to the fact that the system will only be accessible to admins, the amount of load on the server will be restricted to the period when the admin have access. Easily accessibility. Easily accessible and storing records as well as other information is possible. User-friendly. A very user-friendly web application will be provided for everyone to use. Efficient and reliable. In comparison to storing the customer information on the spreadsheet or record box, maintaining all customer data on a server where it can be accessed according to the user need will be more efficient option. Easy maintenance. A simple way to predict cancer disease has been designed, so maintaining it will also be easy. Moving on to the project. So over here we have the home page. There is the nav bar. We can go to the login. It will give you two options, the admin login and the user login. So if you go to the admin login, it will ask you about the username and password, and only the admins will have the username and password, and they can log in and they will have access to edit. So if we go back and go to the user login, if the user already have an account, he can use his user ID and password. If he doesn't, he can sign up over here. So let's go over here where the training data can be added. So admins will have access to this, so they can add the cancer name, gender, based on gender, and the age, the range of age, and there will be a survey to complete. After the survey is completed, data will be added to the database. Then we can go to the checklist. So here, if when user login, they will have access to here, and they will fill the name, gender, and age, and answer the query. And after answering the query, they can analyze, and after analyzing, they will, if needed, there will be option to contact a doctor. So, in conclusion, the cancer disease prediction can be completely automated through an efficient online software program with many benefits. The cancer disease prediction, historically viewed as a necessary burden in medical offices, healthcare facilities, and wellness care centers, can be completely automated through an efficient online software program. The benefits of implementing the technology touch everyone involved in the scheduling process, as administrators and users can conduct their tasks more efficient and accurately. The system extracts hidden knowledge from a historical cancer disease database. This system can be further enhanced and expanded. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.